This is Danny Flexent here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined by Otto Wallin ahead of Fury against Whyte. Why did you decide to come over all the way from the US, I guess, where you were training to watch this fight?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm in full training. I'm just here with Swedish TV and The Athletic from the US. So I'm here to do some work, but at the same time, it's good for me to be out here and see everything and to stay in the mix. So that's why.
Now, there were not rumours, Frank Warren confirmed that there was a replacement opponent waiting in the wings in case Dillian Whyte didn't turn up. And we now know he is going to. Wasn't you, was it?
No, I just found that out in line to get in here. Yeah, somebody was saying that. They were asking me. I mean, first we were joking about it, and they say, but really, are you? Yeah. No, but I said, you know what, I'm in good shape. I can step in there for sure. I just need Joey to come out here first.
Now tell us what's happening with you. We'll talk about Fury Whyte in a minute, but what's happening with you? You're in full training. When are you next out, and who are we going to see you against?
Yeah, no, I'm in really good shape. I've been having great training over in New York, and I feel like we're doing things very good now. And we're learning and doing things good, and hopefully I fight in June. There's some talks about a fight in June, so hopefully that will materialize, that I can get out there, you know, get a good win and stay active.
Any idea what sort of opponent or level of opposition that'll be? Will it be a run out or will it be a contender? What are you thinking? What your team thinking?
Well, there's that undefeated guy they're talking about, but there's nothing concrete yet, so I can't really say.
And looking at this fight, you've obviously got experience in training for one guy and actually fighting the other. How do you kind of weigh it up? Before you tell us your prediction, because we've had a prediction from you before, I doubt it's changed. What sort of pattern of fight do you expect? Are we going to see a war? Are we going to see a chess match? Bit of both?
Well, that's an interesting question. I don't really know. I think, honestly, it all depends on Fury, what he is going to do. Because he can just outbox Dillian, I think, and he can also fight him. You know, judging from past experiences, I would think that he's going to come out boxing. You know, he's been very aggressive with Wilder, but Whyte is a totally different guy. And I think while Whyte is more dangerous on the inside, you know, he's a big puncher. Wilder is a big puncher too, but they're just different. And I think that if I was Fury, I would probably boxing and use his height and reach. And when Whyte gets close, just tie him up and lean on him and use his weight.
Do you have any residual bad blood with Dillian Whyte because of the pullout? Obviously, you know, you were very angry at the time. Is time a great healer, or are you still pretty annoyed by it?
I mean, I'm annoyed by it, but I mean, my life moves on, and you know, it's okay. I don't know what to say. I mean, do I like the guy? You know, probably not, but it's whatever. It's business.
When he was refusing until recently to participate in the pre-fight media events, did you have some sympathy with the promoters and with Fury, because you know Whyte messed up your plans and now he's messing up their plans for a while?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to me, but I haven't given it too much thought. But if I was Whyte, I would be happy with the platform, you know, build myself, build my brand, and, you know, do everything I can to, you know, push my agenda. But he doesn't want to do that, so it's up to him, I think. But it kind of shows me, for some reason, that he doesn't want to be around Fury, it seems like. And that's kind of interesting.
Let's switch tack for a minute to Anthony Joshua. He's now going in his next fight in the rematch with Alexander Usyk, who's now back in training apparently, free from the rigours and the horrors of war. What do you think about his decision to take the Joshua fight in the current state of the world? And also about Joshua now having to go back in straight with Usyk?
Yeah, I mean, he was incredibly brave to go back there and to stand up for his country. I think, you know, he has 3 kids or something, so he was able to leave the country. And I don't blame him for that. You know, that's totally his decision. And I think that instead of staying in the war, he can use his platform to spread their message and, you know, to let the world know what's going on. And also he makes a lot of money from that fight, so maybe he's able to donate some to the people that are fighting. But I mean, they were incredibly brave. Lomachenko, Klitschko, the Klitschko brothers, and Usyk to go back and fight. And what Ukraine is doing, the Ukrainians, what they are doing is really brave, and you know, it's a terrible situation for them, and they are really standing up and fighting for their country.
Now, when are you going back to Sweden? Are you going to be available for sparring while you're over here?
You know, if I get a call, maybe. I didn't bring too much stuff. I brought my boxing stuff, and So I'll be doing some training. So if somebody wants to come down to Paddington, I'll be there. But going to Sweden, no, I'm not going to Sweden this time. I'm heading back to New York to keep training. So, you know, after my next fight, I go home.
So you could extend your visit if the right offer of sparring comes in, if it works for you?
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, and I know that Josh is going to fight Usyk, and I'll be ready to spar with him if they reach out.
Great stuff. We'll make sure he watches this.